All right, guys, I'm kind of new to being able to stage my wood like this and set it up for a log lift, and to split directly into the pile without having to load, unload, and stack. So we're skipping multiple steps here, which is awesome, but there'll be a little bit of a learning curve for me. I know that it doesn't look like it's hot out today or warm out. I'm in my t-shirt and I'm sweating. It's below 70, but the humidity is off the charts. So we're in the mug, I call it. We're in the muggy times. June, July, and August. It gets real around here. So piles. We got the splitter back hooked up from that side of it, and the dog's got some rodents. I was watching them run. The rat and a couple, I think a rat or a mouse in here. So if you getting some cats or some poison or something. But got over a cord of cherry down here. That was one tree. You guys might have watched the video for that. One cherry tree. Reached the cord there. So it's a good fat tree. And then I got this cleared away for tomorrow right here. I got that cleared away for tomorrow so I can drive my truck down through there and tow my splitter, park it again, and pull those back right ways up and start splitting onto them just like I did today. So starting to get a little bit of a routine with the new splitter, but there's a learning curve, and also I'm just seeing what works for me. Like if you guys noticed, I had the trailer out here before, and that's not gonna work for me. It's just too much setup and tear down. Hook up the splitter, bring it out, change the hitch ball, tow the dump trailer out, fill it up. Then when you dump it, it just didn't work out well for me. So I'd have to come up with a whole new system in order to make that work well. I just don't want to. It works good enough to split right into the truck. So that's what I'll be doing. I like to make stuff simple, the least steps possible. I'm not a real mechanical type person. I just want to make stuff real simple. So I don't want to be moving that splitter hitch from the front to the back to the front to the back a bunch. So I'm going to try to figure out a way not to do that, where to dump my wood, where to park the splitter, how to do things where I don't have to do that much of it. It will come in handy for emergency situations, of course, and I appreciate having that a hitch receiver on both sides there, but I don't want to make it a habit to depend on that on my daily routine. I just want to simplify stuff, so I'm still figuring stuff out, and the way I'm going to do it here. If you have any suggestions, I'm always open to that, to comments or suggestions. If you have experience with a splitter like this, today was a learning curve again on the log lift, and using that in conjunction with the wedge and the throttle on the splitter. I don't want to use a bunch of gasoline. I don't want to run it as high as possible when I'm just learning how to do stuff. And I often don't run it at max speed because I want to save gas, and I don't want the splitter outpacing me, and I don't want to outpace the splitter a bunch. I want to be me and the splitter kind of at the same pace. So that's the idea there. But anyways, so I got a good load, did some good splitting today, even though it rained the first 2/3 to 3/4 of the day, and I only got about 3 hours out here in the wood yard, and really only probably split for 2 hours of that. But there she is, a nice loaded cherry, and like I say, I'll flip those back right side up and keep on stacking right here, all the way down. And I'm looking forward to getting back to that ash back there, and I'm not looking forward to that pile of oak over there. That's not gonna be fun at all, because the people who were helping me cut and load that, they weren't cutting it at 16 inches. So I finally said, hey, you guys, can you just let me cut this? I don't, they're a big help. I was very appreciative for their help, but I'm gonna have to get in there and cut a bunch down to size, which is a real pain because they've already been cut. now I'm gonna have to cut them again. So I'm doing 2 cuts per every log, and not 2 cuts to make 2 logs, 2 cuts to make 1 log, because it's gonna be a lot of cookies, a lot of cutoffs. So that's gonna be a pain, and but it's oak wood, so I'll bear with it. This cherry here is gonna go for smoking wood, and the oak's gonna go for smoking wood. Even if people don't want to smoke with it, you could do what you want with it, but I sell it at smoking wood price. So that's what I'm doing with the cherry and the oak, maple, and the ash, and a little bit of box elder. I'll probably season it an extra year. Box elder can kind of have a stink to it if you don't get it really, really dry. So I probably won't sell any box elder this year. It's already getting late in the season. So this stuff out here in the sun and the wind baking for the next 4 months through the summer, June, July, August, September, this stuff's going to be dry. Ash does that. The ash is already probably close to dry, even there in the stick form. And then this cherry will probably be dry as well. So it's got all day sunlight and full wind, and it gets super windy out here. It's almost like having your wood in a what do you call it? A whatchamacallit. Oh my goodness. I can't think straight right now. It's so humid. So humid. Whew. Well, God bless you guys. Thanks for joining, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, well, concerns and complaints, I have a complaint box that you can send it to.